Hello, I'm Lydia, and last week you actually saw me sharing about the letter two. So I'm a graduate from TP, and yeah, actually. So in case you actually do not recall what the letter two is about, which is an ikigai, which is a Japanese word for the reason for being. Don't worry, I'll actually be going through a little run through and recap on what it all is about. Yeah, so just a bit of context, for most of you, school has just begun again. So now you all have a timetable to follow, which means uh, you need to be in school by a certain time, to wake up by a certain time, and etc. Yeah, so the thing is, when we are in a constant routine, day after day and weeks after weeks, right, it actually can make us question like, what is the purpose behind all that we are actually doing? Yeah. So, last week I also shared with you guys two suggestions of how you can actually link it to the gospel. So the first one being the never-ending cycle of life and how it always seems to end like have this sense of meaningless and purposeless. Yeah. So the second one is actually the everlasting joy of knowing what God has done for us and how we can find genuine joy even in the mundane things in life. Yeah. So with these two gospel links, you can actually link it into the five C's. So once you're actually done writing out the gospel message, you then need to hear from your friend's response, like hear what your friend's response actually is. So you can start by thanking your friend for taking the time to read through the entire letter and invite them to actually know more about who this God is. So how you can actually ask is to ask whether they would like to know more about who really is this God who created us, and why is it that it is only through Him that we can feel this empty hole in our heart. Yeah. So if you want, you can also ask them to meet up for lunch or just to have a casual hangout so that you can end off the letter in a very warm-hearted, casual note. Yeah. So last week, uh, you guys should have left off with writing out the introduction and linking it into the gospel. So hopefully today, for those who are done linking it into the gospel, you can try and finish up the gospel sharing before asking about their gospel response. Yeah. So to actually end off this little time, I actually want to share with you guys a motivation before you start writing the letter. Yeah. So I want to share a story of the Samaritan woman from John 4. So it is a common story that we often hear in church, in the ministry and all. I think there is actually a reason why it is in the Bible and often talked about. First, it shows how we are not able to fill this God-shaped hole in our heart by other means. And second, it also shows the Samaritan woman's response to this living water. So after she found her ikigai, the meaning for her being in the living water that Jesus provided her with, she was filled with this sense of overwhelming joy and gratefulness for what God has done for her. So I hope that all of us will be able to really desire to see our friends having this same sense of overwhelming joy and thankfulness in receiving this living water, um, and let not the fear of our own hearts like be greater than this. Yeah. So I'll see you guys again on the 11th of July for G5, and that's where I'll be able to see you guys in person, and also I hope to be able to hear good stories from your side. Yeah. Okay. Bye bye.